Hello YouTube, how's it going today? So, different video today. I don't even have an intro on this video because it's just a serious topic that I just wanted to go through. So, I wanted to really record a guide for you guys. I wanted to record a money guide, but unfortunately I couldn't because I got DDoS. My internet was out for a whole 2 hours. This was the worst DDoS that I have ever experienced. I've gotten DDoS in the past, but this one was just going on for 2 hours, and it's still going. I had to change my IP address. So as you guys see, the map, nobody is moving on the map right there. And look, I got disconnected right here. I'm out right now. I got thrown right out of the lobby. So I caught the guy that did it though. So this is the guy. This is his PSN who's responsible, Ascended Big, and he was going around to his own crew. And right here I have a screenshot. This happened right before I got thrown out of the right before I got thrown out right there, as you guys saw. I was running around the same area. He sends me a message right here. Have fun with no internet. And right here, let me show you guys another screenshot I took, and this was in the frame of the video. It was right in the middle of it. So as you guys can see here, here's another frame of the guy sending me a message. Have fun having no internet. And then right after that, we just jump to the frame where the video takes place, and you guys just see what happens. My game starts lagging and such. And right here, this is the frame that it was taken at. Right here, and now look, I start lagging around the place. I can't see, and everybody on the map isn't moving, and my friends, they're like getting really blurry in the chat, and I was trying to talk to them in the party. I was like, hello, hello, and then I get disconnected and I get this shit. Now let me explain to you guys what happened exactly with this guy and why this guy got so pissed off at me. So let me explain exactly what happened here, and this video is fast forwarding here to save time. But what basically happened is these guys are right near their cocaine factory, and I pulled up in my oppressor, and you know, I scared them. I didn't mean to scare them. I just wasn't thinking. I just pulled up really quickly. I was just trying to go to my cocaine lab right here. I was just trying to go to my business. They all happened to be near it. I even saw me before. I was just running around for a circle. I didn't want to fight this guy. I was just running around in a circle, and he kept shooting at me, so then I just pulled out the homing launcher and I blew him up. And at this point right here, you guys can't see what I'm typing, but what I was basically typing was I just told him to stop. Hey, I'm not violent. I'm friendly. I just want to go to my factory. I'm not hostile. And I sent the message to all of them, and I repeatedly sent it. And even though I kept sending it to them, these guys just wouldn't stop. They wouldn't quit, and they just kept attacking me over and over and over again. And you know, they started insulting me and everything. And I told the guy, listen, you know, I'm friendly and all, but if you want a war, you'll get a war. And what happened at this point is I fought these guys a few times. They drove away. I run back into my factory right here. And let me just fast forward to that right there, and I'll explain what happened right here. Okay, so look right here. Right when I get in the lab, the guy sends me a message, and he tells me to use passive mode, telling me that he's just going to attack me on sight, and he's trying to tell me just to chicken in and just go into passive mode, even though I told the guy, I don't want a war, I don't want to fight you, I just want to mind my own business here, I'm just doing my own thing here, my own biker work. So then I message this guy right here. You guys can't see what I'm messaging, but I basically tell the guy that if you want a war, you'll get a war, and I got a bunch of my friends to come in the lobby, and my friends started attacking them with fighter jets, and these guys got really triggered, apparently. So, I'm sorry about the quality in these pictures right here, guys, but I was just snapping these with my phone really quickly when he was just spamming me. So, what happened was, my friends joined the lobby and start bombing these guys with jets, and he tells me to go into passive mode because they're gonna attack me regardless. And he tells me that if I don't like him attacking me, to go into passive mode. So then what happens is when my friends come in and start bombing him, guess what he does? Him and his buddy immediately go into passive mode. And I got this guy really triggered, and I could tell just from this message. I said to him in the message, I told him, so you're telling me to go into passive mode, but it seems that you have real experience with it and you really like it yourself. And apparently this is what set the guy off. And after that moment, the guy just started sending me a ton of messages. And as you guys can see right here, in the next one right here, look at this one, you're trash. So like right here, I didn't think these messages were a big deal because, you know, I get a ton of messages, I get a ton of insults from people, random people just in lobbies just insulting me for no reason. And I didn't think this was going to be much of a big deal in this. I didn't really care, I didn't give a shit what this guy was saying. So here's where it gets crazy. Here's where the threats start coming in. Now, the guy chose his words very carefully in what he said to me here. He was very careful not to explicitly threaten me in the message, but what he's saying here, what he's implying here, is basically he's threatening me. If you look at it, it says Plainview, New York. How is it now? Plainview is a few towns away from my town. It's not actually in my town, but this fucking dumbass, he apparently, I think that's just where Verizon is centered because that's my internet provider, and I think he just looked at that and he assumed that's exactly where my town is. But no, it's not my town, and he's basically threatening me with the typical gangster attitude, when they go into a store and they go like, nice store you got here. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. Basically, he's telling me, oh, you live in Plainview. Well, how is it? And right here, he's threatening me. So, as you guys can see right there in that message, and this guy takes it to a whole new level when he just chooses to DDoS me. And, I've been DDoSed in the past before. The only other time I've been DDoSed was a whole year ago. I didn't capture it on film. I did a video talking about what happened, but I didn't capture the DDoS itself on film. This DDoS, I actually started capturing it, because when he started sending me those messages, that's the point where I started recording it. And, this is the worst DDoS that I've actually experienced. My internet was down for a whole 2 hours. It was down for a whole 2 hours, and the thing is, the DDoS was still attacking my internet. It just kept going off, and my internet would come back for a minute, then it would go off, then it would come back for a minute, then it would go off, and it just kept going and going and going and going and going. And he did it. He kept doing it and doing it, and I didn't. And I'll be honest. I'm not a computer expert. I use computers to edit my videos, and I play some games on computers, but I'm not a computer expert, and I know what a DDoS attack is, but I didn't know what to do to defend myself from it. And so I asked my friend, I'm like, what the hell do I do to defend myself from this? How do I stop this? Because it was going on for 2 hours and it was pissing me off because it got annoying because I was just trying to record a video and I really wanted to upload this guide for you guys tonight, but unfortunately I couldn't because this piece of shit motherfucker that just starts DDoSing. So I talked to my friend who is good with computers and I asked him, what do I do? And he guides me through the steps on basically how to change my IP address. As we are speaking right now, this dumbass is still trying to DDoS my old IP address, and he apparently thinks that I'm still offline, and I'm appearing offline right now, and he still thinks that I am offline when I'm not. And him and his stupid friends, when they were actually fighting me and my friends, and they were complaining about jets like crazy, meanwhile they kept going for jets over and over again themselves. And these guys were fighting in the most cheapest ways possible. I mean, just look at this guy. This guy is going into one of his buddies here. He's going into passive mode right now and following me with a jet right now. There's nothing I can do because he's in passive mode with a jet. And he's going to get out of passive mode and he's going to blow me up. These people can't even fight me. Fair is fair right there. Jet to jet or guy on the ground. And they don't have explosive sniper rifles to get rid of me. Only one guy in their crew actually had it. They didn't, and they were getting annoyed by the jet. They talked big and mighty, but it was them who ended up using jets the most. They used them the most. And, this guy, he got so triggered and he got so butthurt by my comments that, he took it upon himself. He's like, you know what, I'm just going to trace this guy's IP address and I'm going to threaten him and I'm going to take his internet connection down because I'm a big guy and I'm a big boss and everything like that. And I'm just going to resort to child's play. And this is exactly what this is. This child's play is you don't like somebody, you don't like what they have to say, and you take their internet down. And talking about taking the game way too seriously to a whole new level, this is exactly what the guy did. And I'm sorry for you guys. I promised you guys, a lot of subscribers that I talked to that day, I promised that I would upload a video. And I'm sorry that I couldn't get to it and I couldn't upload a video. It was because of this scumbag, and this is what happened. And this is the guy's PSN that did it. This ascended big guy. And you know what? While that I'm doing this video, editing this, I'm also filing a support ticket with Sony, and I'm getting in contact with Sony. I even filed a complaint on this guy on GTA right before it kicked me off, but I don't think that's gonna do anything. But I have the footage right here. I have the screenshots. Share this video around. Spread this video around. Let this thing get some views. Expose this guy for what he is. And I'm filing the support ticket to Sony. And hopefully Sony takes some action. And hopefully Sony does something. Because you just can't have this type of attitude where you don't like You don't like what somebody is doing. You don't like what somebody says in the game. And you know what? I'm just going to DDoS them. I'm just going to take their internet down. I'm just going to be a child. That's exactly what I'm going to be. I wonder how these parents raise their kids, how these parents raise their children. Because this is exactly what it is. Even if it's an adult, they're acting like children. That's exactly what this is. So, again, this is the guy that did this, guys. I'm sorry that I took so long. I wasn't able to reply. I wanted to do a video. I wanted to do another guide today. I wanted to upload a video where I would explain how to sell it in the public lobby, how to avoid other players and such, and protect your cargo. I wanted to upload a guide on that today, but unfortunately I couldn't get to it because I got DDoS for 2 hours. Thankfully, my friend explained to me how to get rid of that, how to change my IP address and such. And this idiot, he still thinks that he's still DDoSing me because I'm appearing offline right now. And he wasted probably a few bucks going on some website and just constantly DDoSing me. Again, this is the worst DDoS attack that I've ever experienced. I've only ever had one other DDoS attack. It was on GTA, but it was over a year ago, and it was only for like 10 minutes. This was for 2 hours, and it just kept going and going. And the only way it changed was me changing my IP address. So I guess that's that, guys, and share this video, expose this guy for what he did, and this is the guy right here again. I am going to file my support ticket with Sony and talk to them about this, and we'll see how this goes, and if Sony can do something about this, if they can take action. I filed a complaint on GTA on him, but I don't think that's going to do anything. But I guess that's that for this video. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.